And with that, we'll send you up to the North Shore of Pittsburgh at Heinz Field by the Three Rivers as we headed over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. They go play out, and he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Vontez Burn there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot in kind of a start and comes through clean. Oftentimes, the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On second down, Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face.
Automatic first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a wildcat look. It's Bell. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. A gain of 3, second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And this has been an excellent drive to start the game off. Move the ball downfield well. Now they're set up at first and goal after that last really nice run. Exactly how a coach would draw things up. This is how you want to start a game, and that's all they've preached all week long about how they wanted to come out of the gate.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Play fake. Here's Dalton. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication. Didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers offense here, 1st and 10. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. Sammy Coates has it complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Their big tight end. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 14-0 is our score. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And Dalton to throw. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he's taken down. But not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. Here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can to the left side here for Eifert. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Ryan Shazier in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
Under pressure, they got him again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come out here in the I. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So it'll be first down here after the run. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Sammy Coates, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And it's 21-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive. Just past the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's got time in the pocket. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Surveying the field. All kinds of time. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing, Dalton. Finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Sturgis able to knock it through. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Steelers are in a good flow now 2 straight weeks, and much like last week are playing well enough to win. The Bengals are just going to have to try and figure out a way to make a dent in this deficit. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Steelers line up at the 31. Quick pass and completion is made here, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. That puts them on top by 14. Now to late in the second. The deep ball is on target here, and he'll go in for the touchdown. That takes the lead up to 18. Still a little time left on the clock. Boyd's wide open on the deep pass, and he'll be tackled at the 11-yard line. So that'll bring our halftime report to a close. We'll go back now to Heinz Field for the start of the 3rd quarter.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here we go with a player spotlight, and we shine that spotlight. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're script to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Help me hit 300 subscribers. Sub to JJD0 and to play. Doing a giveaway also.
Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted them to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. On third down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Hey, here we go.
On the give, this is their fullback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's second down. Dalton looking. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon LaFell his intended target, and it's third down. Still 9 yards to go on third down. Third down from the gun, Dalton. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Holding offense.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
A give. This is Forte. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Sammy Coates with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Back now in Pittsburgh, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football?
And he coughed it up. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
3 yards to go on second down. Now Roethlisberger. Brought in by Coates. And he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. They come out here in the eye. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's Dalton. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They send Green to the left on his own. Dalton throwing on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. That'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. They look to throw on third with Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Another chance for Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Bengals are going to have a first down. And the fans probably thinking, wow, that's the first time Dalton and Green have connected here, and it's late. Where have they been?
And because they haven't been there, haven't been present, haven't done it often, their team is losing right now. It's vital that those two connect if they want to have a chance.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Caught Eifert over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you? Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sent. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. It's a gain of 5. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
You know how I always talk about when teams line up for long field goals, that you should be in a safe defense.
Right.
But you're also in a position here where this is a makeable kick. So rushing it is also part of this strategy. Maybe they use their aggressiveness against them on that fake.
Yeah, with a low trajectory, they're coming in hot, trying to block it. And you're right, and obviously it worked out.
380.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Second and 10. Dalton once more. And a right side completion here by LaFell. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 4th down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Steelers a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Roethlisberger going to throw it. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Green with a catch left side. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that player.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now a play fake here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that'll bring up second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First and goal here from the 2. On the ground, Forte. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They stay on the ground. Forte again. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
It's do or die for Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.